Hello, VOD viewers. I'm Stoic Steve. Today we're going to be continuing some 7 Days to Die. Just starting out a Horde Night. And hopefully this should be the last time we are doing a Horde at this base. I've got my plans all laid out for my future base, which should be much more efficient. Should have a near zero upkeep repairs that I have to do. Very excited to put that one to use. But right now, just gotta wait 10 more minutes and we can start this battle. It's nice having a light source in all this. Oh wait, it starts at 22. Oh well. So you've been testing out some of the aesthetics for the future base. Kind of planning on having these wood panels as like the walls. That way, possibly use a couple other options for the outer wall, so I can see out without the zombies being able to see me back. Got some TNT ready. Might do some blast mining later. And here we go. Let it build up a little bit. Now, I did find a little smart technique for doing this. Is if you just throw down the explosives beforehand, then the last one you light will detonate all the other explosives. It's pretty good at killing enemies all at once. This is especially important when you're facing the demolishers. It's one thing my future base will be much better at dealing with is the cop zombies. The idea is going to be I'm not going to be visible to zombies while I'm tossing down explosives. Toss Molotov. Molotov's decent at dealing a bit of chip damage. I'm not getting as many zombies down here as I was expecting. Maybe they're getting caught on something. Should be 64 of these guys. It's possible that they're stuck on the opposite side of the mountain. If you saw my video, you saw it, like while the mountain's tall, it's actually relatively thin. So a lot of enemies end up spawning on the opposite side. So there might be a few down there trying to dig their way through. No demolishers yet, though. Guys just chilling. It's a comfortable position. Alright, I should get some of that learning elixir. Use. Oof. Close that door. They're breaking through some of these glass blocks. That's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to repair some of that. I really don't want to have to repair mid-battle, but whatever. I'd rather not have all the shit in there getting damaged. Alright. Back to throwing dynamite. Super exciting, I know. That's an excellent source of EXP. Throw down like 5 pipe bombs at once. Kills everything down there. I do have my explosive skill all the way leveled up. So those are dealing maximum amount of damage that they can. No demolishers so far. Demolishers being the only real threat here. Well, the cop zombies are annoying just because of the chipping damage they deal to the base itself. They're not really a threat to me. Birds. Hey, Demolisher. See if we can one-shot him. Takes like 5 of these to actually kill Demolisher. Well, of course it does depend how far away from the explosive they are. Start throwing these down. Hopefully that's enough to kill those. So I have found that while normally the explosives don't cause the demolishers to detonate, it can happen. So if you can knock them all out in one explosion, that's gonna help a lot with your repair costs. Nice. I always enjoy seeing them fly up in the air like that. Get a lot of corpses just building up. Hopefully that's enough. Just take him out. No, he's still alive. Level up. Oh, he's actually been inside. Yeah, my little trapdoor got knocked off, so they can actually jump in now. There's another demolisher. Throw down a couple more of these. And poof! Oh, he's still alive. Throw down Molotov. Oh. I'm pretty sure the demolishers don't have like a regen to them. Alright, see how many that knocks out. Not sure how the explosion damage is calculated. If it gets, or how much it gets reduced, like, per entity in the way. It's nice that pipe bombs are so cheap, but I do wish they would have a larger stack size. Having only 20 is a little bit annoying. Maybe stack up to 50 or arrows are 75 typically. That would be preferable. Kaboom! Got a few trying to climb up there. Away our explosives. All the loots. Now I hear a guy. I'm guessing that someone glitched through the ground. I've noticed that does happen now and again. Yeah, since I got that whole maintenance area underneath. Yeah. I'm not sure how that happens. I guess just like if too many entities get through, or maybe the explosions can actually knock them through. Good on first aid kits. I probably don't need to carry first aid kits with me anymore. I've recently got the regen perk or whatever it is. Got that maxed out, so as long as it's not like some crazy situation where I'm surrounded, I should be good. Dog food, yay. Hello, madam. Goodbye. Yeah, as I mentioned before, with explosives, you can throw down like pipe bombs without lighting them, and then once you throw down one that's lit, it'll start sort of a chain detonation. Planning on doing that when I do some exploratory mining. The only real quest I do is here at the Shotgun Messiah factory. But there's two others. There's a hospital, then there's a Shamway factory, which is food production. But the main idea I want to do for mining is because every time that you initiate a quest, what happens is the basically the area in which the quest takes place actually gets reset. Like all the like the entire structure becomes like new. So what you can do is mine around the outside, like how you see I have here, and then everything within the quest area will like everything including the ground will be reset, and you can remine all of this. I believe I saw something down here. There it is. Huh. Untouched loot. Yay. But yeah, basically been setting down TNT and then sort of doing chain explosions with that. Toss that. Just making a big old trench around so that when I reset it, it should reset right along this line. Right on down there. Gonna get some black strap, yeah, black strap copy. It increases the amount you gain, or the amount of resources you acquire through mining. But much like regular explosives, this ends up depending on the amount of material around it, it changes the explosion radius. So if you have just a pit, just like a 1x1 pit, and put this down inside, it'll do like it'll make a deeper explosion and won't like cover as much like area, as opposed to if you just set down the dynamite on the ground. Then it'll just cover a wider area but won't go as deep. Basic idea. Down a little bit low, I think. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna start by digging a few like 2D poles just in a line about 5 blocks apart, dropping a dynamite into each one. That way it'll go nice and deep when it explodes. That should be fairly even. It's a little hard to judge the distance of just regular terrain. Should be about right. Right. So first set of chain reactions. Put that down there. That down there. And they should all be close enough. They should detonate each other. A little bit hard to say. Bombs away. And it wasn't quite enough in this little wall here. Yeah, I'll need to put them a bit closer than I had them. Yeah, it's not the most resource and efficient way of mining. It's definitely more expensive to use dynamite than just drilling out by hand, but it is definitely more entertaining. And drilling does get time consuming and dull. Oh, it's the cleanest way of doing it. This is the wall. Yeah, the terrain should be essentially the same when it respawns as how you see it here. Hard to say exactly. There's that little tunnel I was taking earlier. A little bit too low. Let's continue down this way. Yeah, the dynamite does despawn after like a minute, so it's important to have your holes all prepped to go before you throw it down. Yeah, saw earlier that the explosion radius they create from the dirt isn't as big as the explosion radius that it takes to actually set these off. So, end up with these little divots between them. And it'll set off the explosion. Probably about as far as I can make it. Got dynamite ready. I suppose I should start at this end. There's the right. There we are. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't put one there. 9. Hit a couple of these a little bit further apart than I should have. That's fine. More dynamite. Hopefully the ones at the end don't despawn before I get back. And are we at the corner yet? Almost. Alright. Here we go. Beautiful. Love it. And while most of the resources get destroyed in the process, you can collect a few from the walls caving in. Interesting thing is that if you like sit there and collect resources, the nearby bags and rocks will roll towards you. It was a relatively clean blast. I'm pleased with that. Not a whole lot of resources along this wall. Mostly rock. That's where the explosion ended. Continue along. There. And a jump. And a jump. Right at the corner. There's one here. Jump. Definitely nice having the jump perk. Get out of these holes without having to put down structure bracing. Nice view. Few decent resource deposits along the outside of this. Should be nice and visible when the area is reset. Cool. Surprised there haven't been any zombies so far. Usually they're drawn to the noise. How it works, especially the screamers, they're called. Usually the screamers only spawn if you're making a bunch of noise. That's why they They always come when you're making stuff in the forges and whatnot. That should be enough. Oops. Didn't mean to like that. Alright. Toss you down. Toss you down. This is what Minecraft needs, I think, is just throwable dynamite. Have it, you know, where you don't have to set up a cannon. As much as I enjoy making machines, the lack of mobility. Or if you could make like machines into entities, moving them around. And I think we're at the end, just about. I went a bit far with this one. Should detonate soon. That should work. And here we go. Hopefully the ones at the end didn't respawn. Probably had a couple to spawn there. I think like 30 sticks of dynamite in a row is probably the max I should go to. Looks pretty cool down here though. More fun than just digging a tunnel in a straight line. And there we go. Kaboomski. Oh, I hear a screamer. Probably take care of them before continuing. This is with the parking lot overhead. A couple spaces. And there we go. So cool. Love the chain explosions. But yeah. From here I'll probably clear out the parking lot a little bit so I can see down. Also want to make some like signs or like a bridge to each of the ore deposits. That way I know how far down to go. If I want a particular resource, just go over here and select digging spot. And there are decent deposits for each resource around us. A lot more of the whatchamacallit. Yeah, the nitrate than I thought there would be. So we managed to do a full round of the place with all of our dynamite. I think there was like 10-ish stacks, something like that. Let's see how much we can do with a rocket launcher. Granted, this won't be as efficient of an explosion, just because it's not dug down on each insertion point, but the rockets actually do more explosion damage just because they're in a launcher that's upgraded. Normally they would do roughly the same amount of explosion damage. This is less effort though. Much less resource efficient to mine this way, however. But I've reached that point where I don't care that much. Nice iron deposits down there. Yeah, nice big explosive radius with that. Nice. Alright. Let's continue. Actually knocks the resources up in the air. This is way faster. Rockets are fairly expensive though. Always hate wasting the duct tape on building stuff, just because it's easily the most annoying bottleneck resource. Having to go out and collect bones or buy it all from traders, it's a little bit annoying. I do kind of wish there was like a more intermediate explosive, like between dynamite and pipe bombs. Something that did like a smaller explosive radius but was really cheap. Yeah, this game I feel would be like a huge waste of time for if you're gonna do PvP. Yeah, PvP would just be awful in this because of the limited HP of all the blocks. I remember I used to play Ark just for fun. I did an online PvP. Like no, I'm not like a PvPer. I mostly did it as like a social experiment, see how friendly people would be. I just soloed it, or well, I guess I started out actually joining a guild. And like within the first half day I was in the guild was completely wiped off the map by like super tryhard guilds. There were I don't actually know which group destroyed them, but yeah, completely wiped off the map, the group I was with. So I'm like, nope, I don't think that's the way to go. Join just random nice group of people I meet. I guess they pissed off, I don't know, maybe they pissed off one guy, maybe they're just some random person going around destroying everyone's bases. But yeah, from then on I went solo, which went pretty smoothly actually. Of course, like my strat was to just make my base as hidden as possible. Like built in the middle of a bunch of like trees, where like I even had a hard time finding my base sometimes. But it was a good time until like eventually I started being social again. Well, that was a mistake. Eventually, like, people found and broke in. Which, you know, there's nothing you can stop. If someone there's nothing you can do to, like, stop people if they want to break into your base. Granted, it takes an obnoxious amount of time to break into a base. Like, unless you have, like, proper explosives to, like, bust in through metal, you can sit there and whack on it for an hour. But all it takes is, like, one hole to get in, and then they, like, you know, they have more or less free access to all your stuff. Where is she at? I don't see her. There she is. Oh no, she screamed. That's no good. Might have to leave the area. Actually, I'm not sure if she screamed or not. It's hard to say. No, she screamed. I hear the zombies now. Granted, this is kind of interesting terrain to fight on. Not a good area for me to jump up on, though. Weren't any good divots left over for it. Where'd you go? There you are. Couldn't see you up there. Okay. Next. Yeah. I had a pretty sweet base though in Ark. I was like in the process of building like an improved base that would be harder to break into when like some guys came and burrowed a hole into like my smaller base and stole all the resources I was using to make a bigger base. It was just like, I can't be bothered to do this. Had some nice dinosaurs, too, all things considered. This was solo. Yeah, it looks like the perk that gives you like an extra shot at the end of a clip affects the rocket launcher as well, which is nice. Almost out of rockets though. Won't be doing this for too much longer. Okay, out rockets. And we're through. Sounds like she's underneath somewhere. Ma'am, are you stuck in the pit? I hear you. I don't see you. There's one. No, I definitely hear another one. Oh, she's probably digging down to me. Interesting. She almost made it through. So while I'm here, I'll get some lead, I guess. Get my coffee in. Pretty sweet trench going though. Definitely have to make more rockets if I plan on digging any further. While the dynamite may be a little bit more resource efficient, the simple convenience of the rockets heavily outweighs that. Probably a wandering horde. Oh no, it's that. Back to Willem. Yeah, there you are. Level up. I've just about got every perk, or yeah, just about got every leveling perk that I am after. Just have shotguns and bows left. I'd like to have maxed out. Not really necessary though. Hopefully, Sure Scream didn't actually spawn more zombies. Sounds like it might have, though. Almost certainly did. Sad face. Don't want to have to fight zombies. That's why I like efficient bases. Zombies are just, you know, they waste your time, really. Yeah, they got their little hole. Still alive. One more. Hopefully that's the last one anyway. Okay. Well, just about filled up. Whoa, stuck on something there. Sliding around and level up. Let's get a nice little flyby of the area we just cleared out. Oh yeah. Start at like a 2 or 3 deep level. Now we're probably about 10 or so on those points. Don't fall in. Come on. I knew I should have been higher. Come on. Can save it. There we go. Alright. Yeah, nice 10 or 12 deep at some locations. Off we go. Nice big old trench. The outer wall of that will all be flattened out when I do the quest over here again. Which I'll probably do next time. Also next time, hopefully we'll start on our new base. It's over by the center of the map. It's marked by the red flag there. Sadly, the new base won't be much closer to that questing location. Was initially hoping to do base location a little bit further south, next to the trader there, which would be quite a bit closer, but the terrain's not as good. The spot I have picked out now is nice and flat. Won't require any further digging. And And there we go. And excess rocks I usually just turn straight into sand. Sand is a nice, easy money maker. Not that I need more money, but requires a little effort. It's one of those things you kind of take up way more of than you actually need. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy. This is gonna be first Twitch VOD that goes to YouTube. I'll make a nice little announcement that I stream now. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.